What's up, guys? And welcome back to Ghost Ride. Today's project started like most do, while quietly scrolling through Facebook Marketplace. I came across this very unique 1980 Honda XL125. First, I didn't think much of it, but soon I realized I couldn't get it out of my head. So, I loaded up my truck, headed into LA. Next thing you know, I'm driving back, the proud owner of this huge question mark of a motorcycle. All right, we're out here at the family compound, and I'm gonna see if we can get this thing running. This thing is so cool. So I don't know much about it. I know that it started off life as a 1980 XL125. So it's a 125cc kickstart. And somebody, I know it looks rough right now, but somebody really cared about this thing. Like, somebody put these tires on it, and I mean, it's kind of apart right now, but look at this. They sanded the tank and tried to do like a bare metal stripe on the top, which is actually pretty cool. And for its age, like I said, I know it's a little rough right now, but it's just so cool. Drum brakes, front and back, mechanical, nothing hydraulic, super simple, super easy to work on. They chopped the frame right here, and whoever did the seat actually didn't do too bad of a job. I mean, I've seen much, much worse. So I'm gonna see if we can get this straightened out and kind of keep the character of the bike. See if we can get it running. Oh, and here's the best part. As you probably know, I only spent $100 on this. All right, so now, after talking to the owner, as far as he knew, the only issue that it had was that it didn't have spark. He says it has good compression, seems like it's okay. I'm skeptical, but you know, it's a bike from the 1980s, and who knows how it's been ridden and taken care of. But, so he tells me it doesn't have spark. I get it home, I can't work on it immediately because I have to do like an acting gig the next day. But I'm so giddy about it, I'm like, I just gotta go down and check on it and see if I can figure out what's causing it to not have spark. So I'm looking at it, and I am digging around, and I find this little green wire that was stripped, and I had no idea why it was stripped and why it was just tucked up under the tank. So I ground it out, assuming it's a ground, and kick it over, and sure enough, we have spark. So if that's the case, probably isn't going to take much to get this thing running. I think let's go to the bare minimum, make sure it has oil in it, maybe take the carb off, clean it. Let's kick it over and see if it runs. All right, first let's just pull apart this carburetor and see what we have going on in here. So if you've never done this before, it's actually incredibly simple. There's 100 YouTube videos out there that show you exactly how to take one of these apart and clean it. So I'm not gonna bore you with that today, but I want you to know that anybody can do this. So after having some time to inspect this carburetor, it actually looked pretty good, and it would probably have run if we had just put gas in it and everything was working the way it's supposed to. But it's good that we still get in here, we have peace of mind, we know that everything in our carburetor is working the way it's supposed to, the choke isn't stuck, there's no valleys clogged or anything like that. It just gives us a little bit of peace of mind, and we know that it wasn't put together improperly. So we'll get the last bit of dirt out of this thing, and then we'll put it back on the bike. Next, let's remove our tank so we can get to those wires. Now for this ground, I'm literally just gonna put a crimp connector on it, slap it on the bike, and that should be good enough to get it running this round, just to see if everything is working properly. And we'll figure out the true origin of this wire later on.
So here's another reason why I think somebody really cared about this bike. So when we go to check the oil actually looks brand new. There's plenty of oil in it. Somebody really took care of this thing. All right, let's get our spark plug thrown back in there, and I think we're just about ready to start this thing. Just a couple more things on the list and we'll be good to go. Yeah, I hate that noise just as much as you do. So next, let's get our seat connected. And for this round, I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just going to throw it on with some zip ties, and we'll come back to this later. I just want it to basically stay in place so we can test it and know it's not going to fall off. All right, the time has come. Let's put some gas in this thing. Let's make sure we got our fuel turned on, and let's see if it runs.
All right, so theoretically, if we did everything right and this thing does have good compression, it should run. Works. I'm not even kidding. I did not fake that. Literally the first kick. Wow. I'd say $100 not for $100, not too bad. All right, we're gonna go for attempt number 2. We're gonna see if the clutch and transmission works. Success. So I'm going to tinker around with this a little bit and let's see if we can do something awesome with it in the next video. But thanks for watching, coming along for the journey, and we'll see you in the next one.